Hi everybody, today I'm going to be showing you the original ESP cards for testing extrasensory perception. These are what we call the Zener cards. This is the original deck from printed in 1937. There are not too many available, especially in this condition, because it's well over 70, 80 years already. And I actually got these cards about 25 years ago off eBay. And I had it ever since. But I bought it back then, back in the 90s. The 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 color, it used to be much more wider, but it's been as you can see, it's turned, it's been aging ever since. And since these cards are from 1937, it's been aging, since 1937. But it is in a fairly good condition. If you take a look in the back, it's not too bad. So the publisher is Haynes House of Cards, Norwood, Ohio 45212. So at the back of the deck, you see 5 shapes. There are a hollow circle, a plus sign, 3 vertical wavy lines, a hollow square, and a hollow 5-pointed star. And these are used to test for ESP. Now, how this deck came about was that back in the 1930s, the infancy of psychology and psychiatry and in the U.S., these cards, Zener cards, named after the psychologist Carl Zener, and his colleague, parapsychologist J.B. Rhine, used these cards to test for ESP, which is what we call psychic powers. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to show you how it looks like, because it is very hard to find. Well, it's very hard to find the original deck, because I've searched on it on eBay, Amazon. I actually looked up on try to see if I could find other YouTube videos that shows you the original Zener cards, but I don't really see it, and that's the whole reason why I'm making this video. So I am going to open it. So the deck is 3.5 inch by 2.5 inch. Here's a closer look. Okay. Developed in parapsychology laboratory at Duke University. Printed in the USA. And here's the close-up. You see that there's a yellow stain on it because that's from aging. Okay, and now I'm going to open it up. So you see that the back of the cards are just stars, and there are 25 cards to this. 5 cards for each shape. So as you see, you have the wave, the circles, the stars, the squares, circles, stars, the plus signs. So those are the 5 shapes. And I will show you these cards later. What I want to show you are the actual instructions, because not too many people have actually seen the instruction sheet. So there are 2 instruction sheets and on both sides. So it's a total of 4 pages. Alright, so I'm going to move this up closer so you guys can read what it says. I will try to zoom in a little bit. Let's see if I can capture the entire screen. Okay, so this is the first page of the instruction sheets. These cards have been designed at the Parapsychology Laboratory, Duke University, to test extrasensory perception, ESP. A. Psychological conditions. A pleasant informal test atmosphere is essential. The subject or person tested should be interested and confident. Appeal to his competitive spirit. Get him to beat chance. With children, a reward system is of value. Encouragement for any success is helpful, but extravagant praise is undesirable. Avoid long test sessions. It is extremely difficult to maintain enthusiasm and interest over long periods. That I have to agree with you. If you do this, 10, 15, 20 times in one sitting, it gets kind of boring. Always allow the subject to work at preferred speed. Yes, when people are testing for ESP or psychic powers, don't rush the subject. They should be given as much time as possible to channel the energy onto the cards. Experimental conditions. So this is how the test is supposed to be set up. Shuffle the cards carefully and cut them before each run. A run is 25 trials, once through the pack. A new pack should be thoroughly shuffled. 4 or 5 dovetail shuffles, however, are adequate for a used pack. All shuffling, cutting, and handling of cards should be screened from the subject. A piece of cardboard or plywood, 18-inch by 24-inch, placed on the table between experimenter and subject will serve to conceal the cards during the test. The subject should be told of his success or failure only at the end of the run and must be allowed only 1 trial per card. In serious testing, a minimum of 4 runs per subject is essential. 10 or more will afford a better basis. The experiment may be divided into a number of sessions, not necessarily regular in number of runs. The total number of runs to be made needs to be decided before the experiment is begun. During the checkup, the experimenter himself should handle the cards and record them, though the subject should watch and double-check the recording. So essentially, how this is done is that the experimenter shuffles the deck, and then the subject it's in front of you, but with a cardboard in between, so you can't see the other person. And what they'll do is that they'll hold up one card and ask the subject to guess, well, not to guess, but to think about what that card is. And you go through it 25 times, and then record your answers afterwards. And then I'll show you the other card. So this is the second card, which is page 3. Now, I'm not gonna read it. You guys could read it yourself. So essentially, after the 25 cards are done, generally the odds of getting, the probability of getting 25 cards correct is 20%. And if you score more than 20%, then you're better than average. So out of 25 cards, generally people guess 3 to 7 cards correct. If you guess more than 7 cards, then you're considered to have extrasensory, powers. There is a probability charge, which I could tell you. So the probability of guessing 8 or more correctly is about 10.9%. The chance of getting 15 correct is about 1 in 90,000. The chance of getting 20 out of 25 correct, it's 1 in 5 billion. And guessing all 25 correct, it's 1 in 300 quadrillion. This is the last page. So this gives you some statistics of success in ESP cards. So out of 4 runs, chance of 20, fair success is about 28. Excellent results will be 32 or higher. If you do 100 runs, chance is about 500, success rate is, fair success is about 540, excellent results it's 560 or higher. And you see at the back of the cards, you know, it's printed in 1937, and you see the prices for these books, which is kind of interesting because I think it's pretty expensive, you know, back in 1937 for these prices. The Reach of the Mind, $1.95. Extrasensory Perception, $2.75. Hidden Channels of the Mind, $5. Challenge of Psychical Research, $6. But you have to understand that even though it's costly, you know, it's the only book available back then, back in the 1930s, at the infancy of psychology and psychiatry. So now I'm going to show you all the actual cards. Let me move this back a little. So I have a square. You take a look at it. And then I have the star. And this is the cross or the plus. And this is the 3 vertical wavy lines. And last but not least, this is the circle. So in a deck of 25 cards, there are 5 of each shapes. And I'll also show you the back of the cards. Okay. So what we could do now is maybe do a test run. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle these cards. And then I'll give you guys, 5 to 10 seconds to guess each card, and I'll show you the results later. Okay. So I got it nicely shuffled. So in a deck of 25 cards, the probability of getting it correct is 1 out of 25, which is 5 cards. So you should be scoring higher than 5 cards. Okay? So here's the first card. Okay. Here's the second card. Here's the third card. Here's the fourth card. Here's the fifth card. Oops. Here's the sixth card. Seventh card. 8th card, 9th card, 10th card, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 'and the last card, 25. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna flip it over. So this was your first card, your second card, your third card, your fourth card, fifth card, sixth card, seventh card, eighth card, ninth card, 10th card, 11th card, 12th card, 13th card, 14th card, 15th card, 16th card, 17th card, 18th card, 19th card, 20, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and the last card, 25. Now, how did you guys do? Please comment below, tell me your results. If you get 5 or more, you're above average. And I'll show you the success card rate again. The higher the better. Once, I've done this once where I got 15 correct out of 25. "15 correct" is about 60% chance correct, which is extraordinary, because the odds is about 20%. Now, there'll be other times where you only get 3 correct. But of course, this is overall average, and you take the average of the runs. And this is how a lot of psychics test their powers. Now I'll show you the box again one last time. That's the box. So if you like this video, please like, subscribe, share, comment below, tell me your results, or if you want me to do more test runs videos, please comment below and I will make them for you. See you next time. Thank you for watching. Have fun being a psychic.